people, here I am again, JD Music Zero. I'm here today with a tutorial of Loliwe by Zahara. I'm gonna play for you the rhythm section and the solo part, then I'm gonna break it down for you. I'm gonna show you exactly how I interpreted the song because I'm not the one who played it on studio, but I liked it. I'm gonna show you the rhythm section and the solo part as well. So without delaying, let's jump right in. So for the intro of the song, we have this small chord progression. First of all, we're playing in the key of G major, and the chord progression starts simply. I'm gonna show you the chord and the number to make it easier. I'm gonna start with a G major. You can either take it like this, or you can take it like this. Then we go to C major. You can take it like this, or you can also take it like this. Then we finish off on D major. But there's gonna be a small descending progression, right? And I use these chords. G, I use the first inversion of D major. I'm gonna show you how it looks. So I'm gonna basically play my G major, but I'm going to add my first finger on the sixth string. And then you go to the sixth, which is E minor. Then C major, then D. And then there's gonna be a slow motion where you go to G, D, D. So the intro, G, which is the first. Then you go to the fourth, which is C major. Then you go to the fifth, which is D. One, fourth, fifth, first, fourth, fifth. And for my right hand, all I'm doing is down, 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 up, down, up, 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 down. And this is all for the rhythm section. But then we also have the solo section. I'm gonna show you how it has been played. But I would like to play along with the song. Then I'm gonna break it down for you, and preferably one verse, one chorus, the solo section. Then I'm gonna cut off the video by there, and then I'm gonna explain and break it down for you, the solo. But just before I jump into the practical part, I'm gonna choose to play my G like this, my C like this, my D like this, then the descending motion G, and instead of taking my D like this, I prefer taking D normally, but I just use my thumb over here, then my sixth, my fourth, and my fifth. Yes, let's go to the next section. So another detail you're supposed to know before we jump into the solo breakdown is that we're playing in the third mode of G major scale. Remember, we're playing in the key of G major, and we use scales in order to play those solos. And the scale I'm gonna use is entirely based on the third degree of G major. I'm not really good at getting into music theory. You can just do your researches, but here is how the scale looks and what it sounds like. Then I'm gonna show you the notes you're supposed to use for the solo. First of all, G major is here, remember? Here. So now we're on the third mode, which means first, second, third. And starting from here, here is the scale that has been used. It is the third scale that is called the Phrygian. So yeah, it is time to break down the solo I've just played. And you gotta know that a few techniques are involved with this solo. And the first technique is called hammer-on. A hammer-on simply means you hammer a note with your finger. Then the second technique is the pull-off. It means you pull off a note. You trying to pull a string. For example, that's a pull-off. And then we have the last technique that I'm gonna use. It's a slide. Simply means you move from one note to the next, but without removing your finger from the fretboard. For example, it can be forwards or backwards, doesn't matter. So now we're gonna play the solo, and everywhere you see this technique, just try to practice a little bit and adjust if you're a beginner before you jump into it. So I guess it starts from this point. I'm gonna play for you slowly, then I'm gonna break it down again. And remember, I'm using a pick, and you got the basic motion, which is up, down, up, down, up, down. But sometimes you can alternate by saying down, down, up, up. It's gonna happen at a certain point on the solo. I'm just gonna play the solo, but pay attention to what I'm doing with my right hand as well. The first section of the solo, you do this. Here I'm doing. You see? Down, up, down, down, up, down. But I just do it fast, so. For the last time. So you know what? I learned everything by ear, and I really have a hard time describing note after note for this solo. So the best I can do right now is playing for you in slow motion, and then just pay attention. You can even slow down the video again, but I'm just gonna make sure everything is visible. I really wish I could do better right now, but it's really tough because I learned it by ear and I just play it instinctively. Every time I start thinking, it gets harder for me to describe or explain it. So that's it for the solo part. A lot of you have been asking me this for years, but at that time I wasn't making tutorials and I wasn't really confident into my speaking skills when it comes to explaining things on YouTube. But now I've just gained the courage and I decided to do whatever I wanted since I have a supportive community. For the rest, please like, comment, share, subscribe if you haven't, and let me know in the comment section what you want me to cover next and what you want me to break down next. See you in the next video.